My parents made me pay $40,000 by pretending it was for my dad's medical emergency, but they used it to fund my sister's wedding. When I found out what they'd really done, I made sure everyone knew. I was closing a $2.3 million real estate deal when my mom called. "Sweetheart, it's your father." He collapsed. They're saying it's his heart. My pen froze. Dad was 58. A marathon runner who never missed his annual physical. They need an emergency procedure, but our insurance won't cover it. The hospital needs $40,000 upfront or they'll delay the surgery. Every hour matters. I stepped into the hallway. "Which hospital?" "St. Mary's downtown. But you don't need to come. Just transfer the money today. The cardiologist is standing by." Why wouldn't she want me there? But my father's life was supposedly at stake. I stared at my banking app. 13 years of saving. My entire down payment fund. $47,000. My complete security blanket. "I'm transferring it now, but I'm coming to the hospital." "No! Too quick. They're rushing him into surgery. You'd just sit in a waiting room." I sent the wire transfer. Then I drove to St. Mary's anyway. The cardiac unit had no record of my father. No admission, no procedure, nothing. I called Mom. Voicemail. Dad's cell. Voicemail. I tried his work. "Your father?" His assistant sounded confused. "He's out today. Requested time off 2 weeks ago for a family event." I drove to my parents' house. The driveway was packed with cars. Through the window, people with champagne flutes. In the backyard, a massive white tent. My father stood by the grill, perfectly healthy, beer in hand. My mother was adjusting white flower arrangements. I walked to the back gate. The banner read, "Congratulations, Melissa and Ryan." My younger sister's engagement party, the one I hadn't been invited to. Mom spotted me. Her face went pale, then hard. "What are you doing here?" "I just wired you $40,000 for Dad's emergency heart surgery." The backyard went silent. Dad set down his beer, annoyed. "We needed the money. Melissa's wedding is in 6 weeks and we're short. You told me Dad was dying." "Don't be dramatic. We said medical emergency. Your sister's wedding is the most important day of her life. What kind of sister would you be if you ruined it? You committed fraud. Family helps family." Dad waved his hand. "You make good money. You can spare it. Melissa needs support." My sister appeared in a designer dress. 26. Never held a job longer than 9 months. Her tuition, car, apartment, all funded by Mom and Dad. I'd paid my own way through everything. "Melissa, did you know how they got this money?" She shrugged. "They said they'd handle it." I didn't ask. That shrug. Like $40,000 was nothing. I pulled out my phone and opened my banking app. In front of everyone, I initiated a wire transfer reversal. "Fraud investigation." I typed. "What are you doing?" Mom shrieked. I took photos of the party, the healthy father, the champagne. Then I opened a group text with every family member I had. I attached the photos. Mom told me Dad was dying and needed $40,000 for emergency heart surgery. Here he is at Melissa's engagement party. Send. Mom lunged for my phone. Around us, guests were checking theirs. I watched their faces change. "You vindictive." Dad started. "I'm vindictive? I thought you were dying. Instead, you're drinking beer at a party you didn't even invite me to." "We didn't invite you because we knew you'd make a scene," Melissa said. "You're always obsessed with finances." "I'm obsessed because I work for everything while you've had a trust fund since birth." My phone exploded. The family group chat was going off. "Aunt Rebecca." "You said what?" "Grandma Ellen." "Thomas, call me immediately." "You've humiliated us." Mom hissed. "No, you humiliated yourselves. I just told the truth." The bank called the next morning. They reversed the wire transfer within 48 hours. My $40,000 came back. Melissa's wedding happened 6 weeks later. Half the family refused to go. The wedding they could afford without my money was significantly smaller than planned. 3 months later, Dad emailed, "Family forgives family." I replied, "Family doesn't commit fraud against family." Then I blocked their numbers and closed on my lake house.